All right, welcome one, welcome all. Listen, I don't even know where to start here today, other than just saying how disgusting crypto is. Okay, I'd just like to say how absolutely disgusted I am with crypto, and just how manipulated this is. Listen, I've called this. Oh my God, where's my? Hold, let me go find this. There's actually a members chat going over here. Let me go find this damn thing I post up over here. Right, where is it at? Here. So this is my post a long time ago, right? Let me bring this baby up for everyone. Right, there we go, right there. This is my post back last Sunday. I said, hey, everyone, the CME closed. Remember, the Futures Mafia always wins. The Futures Mafia always wins, right? I don't see Tone Vase calling 6290 like a pimp freaking a week ago. Don't see that. Oh, no. I see the Vamp calling this. There it is, 6290, 69, 69, 69, 69, 6090, 6090, and preach to the choir right there. Look at that. Absolutely perfecto mundo. Just nailed that like a beast, right? I mean, come on, people. Can I get a little bit of an amen there? Can I get an amen? Now, look at that wick. Holy perjeezers, that's a wick right there. Wow. That was a fall. I mean, seriously, like, that's like, hey, that's like right now, Bitcoin needs life alert, right? Because that thing just fell out of the damn sky in a heartbeat. I mean, that was how many Bitcoin do you think were dumped right there to suck that baby all the way down? That wick, let's go see how long that took to fall down there. An hour? Look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable. 1 hour. Fell out of the damn sky, reached down there, cleared up that gap for us that we had right there, right? Look at that absolute wick. Seriously, this is when Vamp comes out, pulls down the pants, drops the balls out, and shows the world the power of the Vamp right there, right? Approximately 7,000 BTC. Shut up, David. Shut up. It was not 7K BTC. No way. Tell me that's true. Send me a link for that, dude. Right? Send me a link for this. No freaking way. There is no way. 7,000 BTC. Really? Was it really 7,000 BTC? David will know. 1,800 BTC. All right. Well, somebody dropped. I was seeing 8,400 on the daily. 3,200. Yeah. God, that's absolutely crazy. All right, David's going to go hunt that baby down for us really quick here, okay? But I would just like to go on record right here as saying, that was the most beastiest of beastiest last Sunday. We knew it was going to happen. And it's sad because, guys, listen, everybody, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen out there, it's just very sad because this market is just so effing full of you know what I'm saying? It's just it's so easy to play this, right? I mean, it's so manipulated up and down here. That wick is just disgusting. That wick is just absolutely disgusting right there. What is that damn wick? Jesus Lord, that wick is 7,200 to 6,100. 1,000-point wick. 1,000-point wick. I'm disgusted, people. I really am. I mean, it's just, that is disgusting right there. And I know my charts are messy, and I know, but this is exactly what this kind of garbage is, where you go down and you fill these gaps down here. Absolutely perfect. And I got to come down here. I'm going to pull this all out of there. There's your monthly resistance. Filled the gap. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. Right? And that was just absolutely, it's embarrassing to crypto to see this kind of manipulation play out in the marketplace, right? Where we're just getting this kind of just disgusting play out to fill these gaps with the mafia. I just don't like it at all. I'm sorry, people. I just do not like it at all. So you listen, if you've been watching my channel, you've been watching the live channel and the live chart, my old, you go over to my YouTube, go over to Twitter, And you know, if you guys are in the group, you guys all know that, you know, we've been looking for this, right? We've been looking for it. And there's my original chart right there. I said, this is it. It's going to fill the gap right there, right? I want to fill the damn gap. I want to fill the damn gap. I've been screaming it out high heaven to everybody. And look at this. The mafia. That's exactly what it is. The freaking mafia. You gotta love my Twitter post. Come on, give me a look at. Yeah, what do you mean, Vito? What do you mean, Vito? You gotta fill the gap, Vito. Otherwise, we can't make the money, right? That's what I'm saying. It's just so crazy right there. Now, the good news is yes, listen, I have been sitting in some calls. I have been sitting in a couple calls. I did not take profit. I have been really, really busy. I did get taken out of one trade. That's it. So we're just going to go over here and take a look at how some of the alts got nailed. Now, I am going to go on record here, okay? And everybody who's a member, I'm going to go on record to say I probably nailed, like, just look, got up into the white zone. Little short. I would have expected a little higher over here on XRP. I was looking for a little bit higher on XRP, but we did find support down into these green areas. And now we almost made it. So these arrows are old. These are for previous where I was looking to get up here when it was like over here. We actually bounced back down just a little bit. We were here, bounced back down a little bit, bounced up, and then we got into the white zone, right? So that's kind of my target for this double bottom down here. Actually, triple bottom. This is a triple bottom in XRP, right? There's your triple bottom in XRP. This was my play. And all of this played out very, very well for me there. That worked. Now, over here on XRP, BTC, this is really the play I was in right here. I like this. It's still held. It has not flipped. Remember, I said, where's that bottom call? We still haven't got the bottom call. So for the members, guys, I don't know where this damn bottom call is. But I would like to see this still flip to a green 1. I would really like to see this flip to a green 1 here. Not going to change it. Anything on the chart. I still want to see that flip to a TD green 1. Raven, once again, you guys go back. If you guys are in the channel, you can see that my Raven topped out absolutely perfect. Now it's getting kind of a falling wedge-ish look thing right here on Raven to BTC. So once again, I just keep an eye on this. Raven's a pretty decent coin. I'd like to just see it's just got to hold the 6150 right here, 651 to 638. If it holds this, we can get another push up on Raven. I'm hoping we're not going to go super, super deep. I think this is just a chance to liquidate a bunch of the longs. The longs had really gotten up there too high, and kind of, you know, just got a little bit on the cocky side for the for the Ravens, but for the for all the alts, right? So the alts had definitely gotten too cocky, and you know, we can scroll up and say, okay. Look, there's my call on, what is that? That's Raven, right? There's Raven right there. There's my target for Raven. Let's go take a look here, right? Boom, right? Look at that. Absolutely, just perfect. This is just too easy, right? I mean, this is just easy breezy trading. All of this, all of these calls have been monsters, right? Just monster calls, right? Right? Show me yours, right? I mean, I love this, right? Show me yours, right? Perfect. I mean, it just goes down the list. I mean, I pretty much nailed every single alt chart that was out there. Neo, short on Neo. Short on Neo still looking for Neo to make a higher high right here. EOS, once again, let's go take a look at our EOS trade. And let's see what we got over here for EOS. Let's scoot this bad boy over. Go, go, go. All right. Let's go take a look and see how our EOS played out. Old EOS chart. Is that EOS? Yeah, it sure is. All right, there it is. That was just the continuation of it. I mean, honestly, if you go back on my EOS charts, oh, there it is. There's my old. This is my old original EOS chart to target. The arrow never, ever, ever, ever changed. The arrow's been there for the longest time. I mean, let's take a look and see how old that arrow chart is. Right, what was that? May 10th. So that was called May 10th right there. And let's pull this bad boy up. And just right to target. Absolute perfect fill on EOS with the perfect callback. Paste. EOS. Right. All right, let's go see what else we got here. You know, I was short on Ethereum, though. I have to say I was short on Ethereum. Man, look at that wick on... look at that wick on the Litecoin right there. Oh, my God. Look at that wick on Litecoin. Insane. Ethereum's getting a nice bounce right now. I really like Ethereum. Ethereum's getting a pretty strong bounce right here. This top formation is really weird. I'm not sure I like this top formation that's played out right there. Look at that one drop. Literally, we were on fire here, just on fire. Drop down, got the bottom call. Like, just boom, you got a bottom call off the bottom of the RSI. The RSI just fell out the bottom there, and you got a nice little bottom call on the RSI with that bounce. I mean, it would have been pretty impossible to catch that wick right there on Ethereum. I still had Ethereum at 300 for the top side. TRX, man, oof, that was an ugly pullback on TRX right there. Now, you know what? There was some interesting news just the other day. There's some really interesting news on Craig Wright. Did anybody see the article on Craig Wright? Right? Anybody see the article on Craig Wright? Anybody at all? Was there some news that came out? I was trying to find it. Right? Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, what time is it? Hey, do you have like hold on a second. I'm gonna Jesse. Jesse, you there? Are you at your computer? Jesse. Yeah, Brian, I can really quick. I can look at KMD for sure. So there was some news on Craig Wright over here on something that happened. I'm not sure what it was, but because of this news, some documents that got released, man, SV went through the moon, through the roof, and somebody definitely took a bunch of profits out of SV. Yeah, I just messaged you over in Discord, buddy. Are the babies sleeping? Whew! Look at Scroll. Jesus Lord, Scroll. Holy cow. All right, so Scroll I've been watching until City's in KMD. I haven't even... Oh, is that what it was? Jesse, I just messaged you on Discord. BNB, let's take a look at BNB right here. Nice pullback. Listen, I was hoping that the BNB ferries could get up just a little bit higher. I would like to see this 33 range, right? Famous sleeper. Yeah, no problem. You want to sign on for a second? Just message me on. Just message me over on. Message me over on Discord. All right, hold on a second. Are you at your computer, Jess? I just did XRP. I would like to see XRP. Ami, I want to see XRP flip to a green 1. I really do. What I don't like is I don't like we didn't get this bear call. Right? We did not get the bear call on XRP. Hold on a second, boys and girls. If I can bring this... I just did XRP.
I am at my computer.
There we go. All right, so here's what you gotta mute your YouTube.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Wait, do I even have YouTube up? I don't think I do.
Nope, not anymore. Okay. Okay, so here's what you do. Hit share screen. All right, everybody, hold on just 1 second. Bringing in Darth Crypto.
Hold on, let's say something. Yep, there you go. There we go. I was gonna do a live with my group, and the baby started crying, so I was gonna have to go up and feed them. Then they fell back asleep, so I'm still not gonna do a whole live stream because mine are marathons. But we
Let's
can
just do
stop by really
a
quick.
few minutes. We'll just do a few minutes really quick, and then that way you can just give us your breakdown of what you think's going on. I already kind of give my 2 second the mafia, the mafia play.
Yeah, I came in late. I don't know if you had gone over everything yet.
Basically, what I just said is I've been looking for a pullback for this for since last Sunday to fill the gap, the futures mafia gap.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I've been so one of the main things I always talk about is how be prepared for everything, right? So I always consider every possibility, every possible permutation that we can see. So in this instance, the most probable scenario that I see is the retrace right here to well, I don't know if you saw my video on confluence where I talk about Fibonacci confluence. I always do multiple fib retracements and I look for confluence where two retracements have a fib ratio level that match up, and that's always going to be the strongest support. I've back tested it a ton and it's incredibly accurate. You'll always find these confluence zones where it's insanely strong support relative to everything else. So in this instance, the most probable target here for this correction that I've been waiting for forever would be the 382, which is a retracement from the entirety of this run, versus and the 618, which is just the most recent wave of this run, starting back over here at like 5,000. So that's where we have confluence there. That would be the most probable target for this correction. And then the other scenarios, we could potentially move up prematurely if we have enough bullish activity. That happens. We have corrections constantly ending prematurely because there's money just flowing in like crazy. And then I wouldn't say it's a bearish scenario, but it's a less bullish scenario, which is the deeper retrace all the way back to the start of the last wave, back to around 5080, which was my original target before we went into this latest run. So those are the two main scenarios. The most probable would be the bullish scenario, which is we retrace to the 382 right here at 6340. So I was curious what you were thinking.
Mute.
So turn your speaker down just a little bit. Got it. There we go.
All right, everybody. So here's kind of my thoughts. My thought is we still. Oh, I can hear the echo in your thing. Hold on. Check. Yeah, I can hear the echo playing through your. All right, so here's what my thoughts are, people, and I'm gonna bring up David's chart. So David also brought up his chart right here, and let's bring it over to Dave. There you go, Dave's chart right there. This is Dave Ward's chart. So David has the same pretty much chart you're looking at. He has a little bit deeper, well, about the same area retracement for you, and then a pump back up. So he's looking for support at 6178. Right, good stuff, Dave. And listen, I here's the thing that I'm perplexed at right now. I'm looking at how crazy this is, that how different Coinbase chart is compared to Bitstamp chart.
Yeah, I used to chart all of my BTC work going back a year and then more than a year was on Bitfinex. And I recently had to switch over. So you know how I have hundreds of supports from every level on my charts? I kind of had to throw all that out the window and start fresh on a new Coinbase chart because there's too much distortion on Bitfinex. Because with all the tether FUD, every time something comes out, there's a $500 or $600 gap for a day between Bitfinex and other exchanges. So for that reason, I had to switch to Coinbase.
Yeah. No, I agree. And one of the things I'm looking at, everybody, is when I'm looking at these charts right here, that I see the issue is that we retrace back down to fill the gap on Bitstamp. We haven't retraced back down to fill this gap on the other exchanges. So I still would possibly look for this to be filled on the other exchanges, which is really weird to me. And once again, just shows the manipulation that's inside this marketplace right now. So I want to see this fall out on all the charts, fill the gap, and then push back up. And I think David's right. I think a push up to the 9400, the 382, and you have that also for Jesse. I want to see Jesse. Can you hear me? Yeah, Jesse, can you hear me? Can you squeeze your chart up a little bit for us? I want to see where I see your wave 2. I want to see your wave 3.
Oh boy. So this is actually gonna. I haven't redrawn this. So it's my wave 3 was 1618 of wave 1. So I actually have to do a new extension. I haven't done a long-term chart in a little while. Oh boy, this is going to be insane. There you go.
Whew. Damn.
Enjoy the ride to 15K.
So here's my thought on that. My thought on that is that we have
So this is based on the fact that this entire initial move from the bottom when I hit a 3280, my 3280 target from a year ago, until now is all wave 1.
Got it. And here's my thing. As long as we hold that wave 2 can pull way back. That wave 2 can pull all the way back. Oh.
Yeah, that wave 2. That's what I was saying. Where I have a few different scenarios, but given how bullish we are, I can't see a scenario where the wave 2 retraces past really getting beyond the 618, which is at 5100. If it does, if it retraced all the way to the 786, in theory, it would retrace to 4220. I can't see that being possible, not even remotely.
Got it. Can nobody see the chart? Can you guys see the chart?
That's why I said my less bullish scenario was retracing to 5100.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, what they're saying, there you go. You can see it now.
That's my Bitfinex chart.
All right, Jesse's going to bring up his Bitfinex chart real quick.
Yeah, the Bitfinex chart is crazy. It makes no sense. Yeah, I'm sticking with my my new one, the Coinbase one.
Got it. How far does that wick? How far
That's
how deep does
Bitstamp.
that wick go? Oh yeah, you can see the wick right there.
Yeah, that's Bitstamp to 6200.
Yep, absolutely perfect play right there.
But the same thing if we do fib retracement here. Well, I already have one actually, but that was for my original top where I thought we were going to max out at like 6,000 and change. So yeah, I can delete that one. Yeah, so from this retracement on the Bitstamp one, same thing. In this instance, I guess it would be. Yeah, those are way different. Let me see something. So this one, next out at 84.36. That's close enough. That went to 6,400 would be that 382. So that went all the way down to past the 382 retracement. Jesus, man, that wick is crazy. If somebody bought the bottom of that, they are rolling in it right now.
Yeah, the question is on is it going to hold on the other exchanges, or is it going to come all the way down to refill that on the other exchanges?
I don't think it will. At least not that quickly. If it does, it's going to take quite a while. Yeah, so we have. Where was that? That was 6,200. Pretty close. I mean, my target at 6,340. It's not that far off. It's actually pretty close. So yeah, actually, I think it will relatively close at least. I think we'll hold here. I don't think we break south. Well, then again, I'm talking about a different exchange. So at least on the Coinbase exchange on their chart, I don't think we drop south of 63.40. Maybe a tiny bit, but essentially that's the bottom as far as I'm concerned. So we could actually have a scenario where that matches up. We dropped a 63.40 on the Coinbase chart, and at the same time we could, on that exact same move, drop to relatively close to this prior bottom and get a double bottom on the Bitstamp chart.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah, my whole thing, everybody, is I just don't want to see us right now retrace. So my deepest retracement right now is if we lose the 6290 area, then we're definitely going down to the next two support levels. Hold on, let me show you guys on my chart. And hold on. All right, there we go. So you can see the gap area right here. And you see the gap here, 6290. I feel if we fall
Actually,
out
hold on a second.
and
Let
we've
me
actually held this area.
let me get your stream up
Yeah, you got it.
and mute it.
Yeah, because we're
Mute. There we go.
much better. There we go. Nope, nope, I can still hear it.
No, it's just a second delay.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It's off, right?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Yeah, no, you. There you go. Can you hear me? No, I still got the delay.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
the
can hear you. You still hearing
yeah,
YouTube?
yeah. You can hear the echo through YouTube. Oh, that's better.
Wow.
No, it's still there. Shit.
What the hell? Is it it's muted, definitely muted. So I wonder if is it backfeeding, does it backfeed the audio through like it does with,
I
let me
don't
see.
know. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it on the next stream. So okay, try YouTube. Try listening on YouTube.
That's what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it on my phone instead.
Okay. Yeah, so I muted Jesse right now. Let's see if he can hear me here in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking at the hold 6290 right here. I want to hold the 6290. That way if the 6290 falls out, we'll get caught on the 55 and then the good thing is this was needed and this is actually bullish, people. This is bullish here. This is not bearish. We needed this kind of a pullback. We did get a lot of Bitcoin sold. I would like to know exactly how much Bitcoin was sold here. And I want all y'all to know that I am going to buy Jesse a pair of headphones for Christmas because that's what he needs. He's going to need them for the babies anyway, right? And yes, the alts are all holding, and that's one of the really good things is all the altcoins are holding here. Now, like Jesse says, this can still, and I agree with that. I would like to see this just continue to close down into this area, and then we'll get the rise up. I am looking for this still higher targets, just like David pointed out. So I think we're all on the same page here, which is good. It's good to have a bunch of TA guys all on the same page. My only thing is I just want to hold this wave 4. Now remember, this wave 4 can retrace all the way down yonder, right? This wave 4. I have this as a wave 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. So this baby can, as long as we don't get down here and breaky that down here, I think we're all fine. But this does still look like bullish to me. I don't see a lot of our alts held really strong. I would like to see this continue on, maybe trickle down over the next couple days of people taking a bunch of profit, and then I could see alts still continuing to run if we can stay sideways here. I can see alts actually running a little bit. Let's take a look. David's sending us a chart. David says, look at the top left corner, 8600 red asks, 1700 black bids, and that 2-hour candle. Wow. I don't see the top left corner, Dave. I don't see the top left corner. I can't see that. You got to screenshot that or something. Jesse, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, no, I can't make it larger. Oh,
Yep.
there it is. Okay. Hell, I'm looking on frickin' what's his name's. I'm looking at his chart right here. I'm trying to find it. See left corner, left corner, left corner.
So I have an alternate count that was on my bid for next chart that which is what you have, where we're in wave 4 now instead of having wave 1 completed yet.
I'm in the top left. I don't see what he's looking at here. I don't see what.
Echo threw me off.
There it is. There it is. Hold on a second.
Same thing you have, which puts us in wave 4 now. But then when I redid it on the Coinbase chart, I considered this entire run wave 1 completed. So there's 2 separate counts I'm working with. So yeah, what you're saying about if this current move right now, as long as it doesn't drop south of wave 1, then the count's still valid. Yeah, that's what I had been saying until I adjusted. That's why I had said I think we never go below 4,400 again. That was a tweet I said a while ago. To the dismay of plenty of bears out there, I said we're never dropping below 4,400 again, and I don't even know what we were at that point, but we've gone up a little bit since then, considering it was like a month ago.
Yeah, no, and I agree 100%. I think that our bottom right now is back. In order for this market to turn bearish again, it does need to break that 4,200 level. If we can't break the 4,200 level, I mean that's it. It's a bull market, and as we get closer to the halving, I think the halving, and there's a lot of bullish things going on right now. Listen, here's my recommendation to a lot of peeps out there. I mean, it's tough not to be bullish right now. It's really hard not to be bullish, especially with a wick like this that soaks up. I mean, you see the manipulation that took place right here in order to fill that gap, and that gap did get filled, which is just kind of sickening to me. How easily that happened, right? That was pretty crazy. So let's just make sure that all of us are trading safe out there, okay? And that's all I'm saying. Just right now, I still see this is it can peter out on the rest of the exchanges a little bit and continue to peter out down to the lower levels. And then once we do peter out down to the lower levels right here and get this gap filled on a couple exchanges, anywhere in this area for me is good. And then start moving right back up, right? I would like to start moving right back up. But keep an eye on your alt trades right now, everybody. I would just be very wary watching your alt trades really closely. If you haven't gotten stomped out already, listen, pretty much on every alt trade that I had going on, I had us maxed out. And, we were pretty much at a take freaking profit or set a tight stop loss area. I've just been too busy, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that on a couple of my trades. Right, I'm going to take a look at my bubble charts. Bubble charts broke south. Right, let's just run through here real quick. I did throw out a warning of the longs to shorts. This is our MACD bubble chart, broke south. Let's look at this weekly candle. Dave, Jesse, let's talk, dude, for 2 seconds. Can you talk about the weekly candle and the monthly candle? Jess, can you hear me? Jess, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, do me a second. Just blank your chart off and then talk about the weekly and the monthly candle.
I haven't looked at the monthly in a long time. Jesus. I don't know anybody could look at this at this point and not be bullish. I don't understand where the bears are still coming at this point. We had what, one, two, let's see, these last 3 candles. 65, almost 70%. I have to find my older chart. I have I don't remember which chart it was on. Oh, see, I hate that. I had a count that puts us, I have too many BTC charts. I have to figure out which one it was on. Let me see. One of them I have a weekly count, though. Well, this one I did, but that was the correction. I don't think I had the next impulse. I'm going to see if I can find it, and then I'll post it on the thread from this stream and show you This
Perfect.
is going to
Perfect.
take forever. Yeah, let me see if I can dig it up. I have some. Oh yeah, this one maybe. Isn't it? This is ridiculous.
It's all right. My charts used to be that messy.
Uh,
More information you have, the better. All right, let me look at
I
one of
don't want to
my.
delete them,
Yeah,
but this
yeah.
is
Don't
insane.
delete them. Yeah,
All right,
you got
I'm
it.
deleting them. Yeah, so this is my deepest correction scenario. Um, which is yeah,
40,
to about 4,400. That's where I
4,400.
said we're never going down to 400 again.
Yeah.
Now, all of this trading on the weekly, this is all
Uh, Data Lord. Data Lord says you can hide the comments layer.
and that will be a helpful tool. Is that in what overall settings
I have no
in here?
idea. I think it's on the left side over there. It's okay. We'll figure it out later.
Um, yeah, so the monthly's actually it was approaching what I considered a resistance at 8,500 just based on this one candle. I thought that was going to be a really strong one, but somebody else had a couple charts that were that had different resistances, a little bit lower than that. But based on the longer time frames, I don't really chart them as often, but I can't see anything that's even the slightest bit bearish on them. Everything tells me that we still have to finish. This candle hasn't even finished moving, so we still need to figure out where are we now. We're on the 17th, so we still have 2 weeks left. I think based on how bullish we've been, I think this is going to be a really short-lived correction. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the month we're already moving up into the next impulse.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing. All right. So
But then again, I suck at time frames. I'm always off. Like this correction, this entire correction, I thought we were going to get hit with 2 weeks ago. At this point, I've been saying we're going to correct for like 2 weeks. We still been trading, obviously, because I never stay out of the market for fear of corrections. But um, it's been hard to figure out when it was going to hit. What are you seeing on the higher time frames?
So first of all, all right, first a couple of things I'm looking at right now is the longs to shorts. I posted this in the members area. I said, like, dude, the shorts just took an absolute tanky. I warned everybody. I said, as soon as the shorts give up, as this is exactly what happens. If you guys go over and you're in the members area, you guys can see where I posted this. So as soon as the shorts fell out, I said, well, time to get bearish again, right? So all the shorts fell out, and sure enough, oh my God, shorts are all gone, and the longs are through the roof. And then sure enough, the longs just got freaking obliterated. I can't even imagine how many longs got liquidated in that hourly candle right there. That had to have been just insane. Listen, our weekly time frame, we're still bullish on the RSI. We're still bullish on every single thing over here. There's nothing that has broken us bare. We've got to break all the way down below this 59.6 range on the RSI. We're insanely above it. We're up to with the 70s. It's trying to roll over on us though. The counts we had, we were bleeding nines on everything. Pretty much bleeding nines on the 12-hour, bleeding nines on the daily. We knew we were eventually going to have a pullback. And let's take a look at the chalk and money flow. Chalk and money flow still sees like, listen, there's money did not come out of the market. This is still looks pretty healthy here. It doesn't look like people completely evacuated all their positions. This looks like just some whale just let go, and or some futures mafia just dumped a bunch of BTC on the market to fill that futures gap. On the ADX chart, I see the ADX chart doing a double top right here. Now remember, the ADX chart if this blue line crosses below the orange line, we actually are bearish. Okay, but it's got to get below the orange line in order to be bearish. When these two lines come together, they will create what happens when they come together and they touch, they basically will help us move sideways. And when we move sideways, that's actually good for alts, right? We'd like to see some sideways movement here between the ADX chart where they touch each other, cross a little bit, and then what they'll do is they'll basically just allow the alts to pop off. I would like to still see alts get a little bit of a rally maybe, and then the alts can shit out on everybody. Okay, as BTC moves back up and the BTC dominance takes over again. The weekly candle looking pretty brutal. I mean, if we do close this weekly candle out anywhere in this range or down yonder further, like if this does come up to be some kind of, we close down the 7,000 range for the weekly candle, and this comes to be some giant, massive doji candle, I would really be interested to see where this would take us if this turns into a big, massive doji on the weekly. Monthly candle. Didn't quite hit the monthly resistance at the top, a little bit on the south side of it, but still nice pullback. You know, honestly, listen, I would like to say that this was easy to call because of TA, but that had nothing to do with it. I think this was only easy to call because we had the gap-o-matic told us that there was a freaking bear gap on the stupid freaking daily, and he told us exactly where it was. I wish I could tell you this is a bunch of vampire market manipulation, but it's not. It's futures manipulation. That's all it is. I mean, I wish I could tell you guys I'm some kind of a trading god.
No, there were a bunch of
I'm not.
where is it?
It was literally the Futures Mafia, the trading gods. The trading gods of the Futures Mafia. Right? Wait, let me take a look at that chart one more time. I would just, once again, be careful because this thing can continue to just trend downwards. Okay? Let's see how this wick turns out. I'm really excited to see how this wick runs out. We're still above all the Bollinger Bands, still above the mid Bollinger Band on the monthly. That's the midline Bollinger Band. The 2 week, look at that. We tested the 2 week, we got rejected. We're still sitting on top of the weekly. Listen, the weekly wants to have a retrace down to the midline here of 4,500. It wants to go back to the middle. It's now been outside the top of the Bollinger Band for 6 weeks. It's just a freaking champ, dude. That's really it. 3-day. Oh, shit. We did get a 3-day short call. Look at that. So we did get a 3-day short call on the Beast Scalper, and that wouldn't have helped. I mean, the freaking thing probably fell out so fast. Does anybody out there, was there watching the Beast Scalper? Did you see the Beast Scalper come out? Right? Anybody see that? All right, so listen, we only got a few minutes left. I got to get going. Jesse, do you have anything you want to add, buddy? David, your stuff is always awesome. Hold on a second. David did share out a chart. Let's take a look at David's chart. David says that the gray energy present day likely to do what it did back in 2012 and 2013. God, David's looking for this still to fall off farther. And David's still looking at 6178 to be filled. Right? Jess, what do you think? Jess, any last minute comments by you, buddy?
No, just stop. Don't be too aggressive and jump into alts. Give this time to play out. If you know how to trade and mitigate your risk and use stop losses, stick to USDT pairings so you don't get hit with a double loss if you get stopped out to BTC. If you can use those tools, you're fine to trade, get into some scalps, swings, short-term stuff, whatever you want. But overall, if you're looking for good entries, don't get aggressive right now. Wait and see what happens with this BTC correction because there's no way it's over. The probability is so insanely small that it's over. You're going to end up getting hurt if you get into early.
Yep. All right. Awesome, everybody. I would like to say thank you to everybody out there. Thanks, David. Thanks, Jesse. Thank you, everybody out there. I really appreciate you guys. Listen, I will just be, it's just this simple. I'm probably just going to leave up, shit, I don't even have a freaking chart I want to leave up right now. My charts are all super messy. Let me bring back this chart over here. There it is. This is the one I want right here. So I'm basically just going to leave this chart up right here. Okay. So I still see us. I still want to see this possibly trending downwards into this area, right? I want to see this coming back down here. Just like that. So I'm just going to leave this up here. And I'll make this yellow, right? I'll make it another one. All right, make another one. Make another one. All right, I want to see this come down in here. And then we want to see this consolidate in this range before we get that bounce up right there, okay? So that's it. Listen, everybody, I want to say thank you all. Oh, wait, we got one more. David wants to share one more chart. David says the gray energy is dumping off, so he is looking for this to continue a fall to the bottom side. David, on that red, was that 61.78 hit yet, or has it not been hit? Has it been hit yet or not hit? We're asking Dave right here. Has it been hit or not hit yet, Dave? 61.78. Oh, shit. KMD. All right, let me see this. What? Oh, there. Oh, shit. Is it Komodo? Oosh. Okay, if you're doing Komodo, BTC, Komodo BTC, or Komodo USDT? Oh, Komodo BTC. Oh, yeah, okay. So, you know, here's what I'm seeing for Komodo BTC. I'm just going to draw it out here, right? If this can hold this range. Oh, look, it's Mickey Mouse. I just did Mickey Mouse. Right? If we can get a double bottom. If you can pull off a double bottom on that, this can hold right there in this range. Then let's do this. Right there. But it needs to hold this range, and if it can hold that range, you're just going to get a nice bounce out of there, right? There's my Mickey Mouse chart. All right, everybody, that's it. I want to say thank you to everyone. Oh, okay, hold on a second. And Dave's got one last chart he wants to show us. So, Dave, it's hard to see your chart, man. Are you? I can't tell if you've already hit the 61.78 yet or not. Fib is black. Yeah, I see the black fib right there. Okay, all right, everybody. All right, listen, everybody. I use fibs differently. No, I know you use your fibs differently, David, but I just want to know. I can't tell if that wick is the wick. What is it? Oh, you are on stamp, so it did hit that.
Jesus.
All right, so David is actually thinking that we're gonna go up from here to 9,400. I think the same thing, but I just think we got to hold this area. All right, everybody. Jesse. Jess, you want to say bye to everybody, buddy?
Yeah, you guys hear me killing a whole bottle of Flow Days. I can't breathe. Really quick, can you see my chart?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So for those who aren't familiar, I tweet about it all the time. My Ichima model, where I use the 55 and the 99 EMAs on the hourly chart, it lives on the hourly exclusively. But you'll see it's a really, really strong dynamic supports, meaning that move around with the price as opposed to horizontal supports based on price action. When just so everybody knows what I'm looking for, if we get back above the EMAs, that's the point where I'll consider getting back in. I usually don't even want to touch anything until we're back above the EMAs, so that's something to watch. If you want to back test it and check it out, the 55 and the 99 specifically are the EMAs that I use. So check those out, back test it, and see what you think. But once you get back above there, you usually have a really strong support, and when you're below them, they're going to serve as a really strong resistance. So keep that in mind, check it out, and you guys hit me up, let me know what you think about it.
All right. I want to say thank you to everybody. Thanks, Dave. Thanks to everybody. Listen, I do not have time. I will be back late tonight to do another update. I am going to go over and leave my chart open wherever in the hell that is. Ooh, the Gap Mafia didn't get filled on this one right here. Yes, it did. Fucking shit. All right, so there's my Gap Mafia chart right there, everybody. So yeah, listen, this is just craziness. I want to tell everybody thank you all so much. Look at the Gap Mafia right there. Look at that, unbelievable. Filled that first target right there, hit and filled that gap. That's great. Let me see the daily here. Ooh, yep, daily's filled. That daily's filled right there. I don't. This gap doesn't count. It's filled on the. It's filled there. Not quite. Hasn't quite filled the gap right there. On the daily, that's weird. It filled it on the lower time frames. Has not filled it on the higher time frames though. So. All right, let's go to 12 hour. Hmm. 12 hour hasn't filled either. Hmm. 6 hour. Right, that gap got filled. All right, so I just dumped all that in the members area right there. 300, that 3-day, the 2-day, that held us. All right, let me pull back my chart. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I still think we are going to go down more. Down, 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 and down, 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 down. Be careful. Watch everybody. Be very careful in all of your alt positions. And I want to say thank you so much to Jesse once again and David. Appreciate you guys here. I am the Vamp, and I am out.